Ladies and gentlemen, g'day, and welcome to World of Expensive Blitz, where you join me today, where we discuss the absolute amazing deal, which is the Mouse Tank. Yeah, this tank is currently for sale in the store. Now, why am I making this video? Well, again, because the tank is for sale in the store. What does that mean? Well, let's have a look and see what is what. Let's scroll down. So we have an offer here for the Mouse Tank. Now, if you wanted to buy the Mouse Tank, plus a bunch of attachments and I guess a garage slot and, equipment slots, it's going to basically pull you back about $130. Okay, that's just for the tank without any legendary camouflages or whatnot on it. Now, if you want the Mouse Tank with the legendary camouflage that comes with it, let's have a look here. This is what it looks like. Don't get me wrong, it looks awesome. But $160 Australian. Do you know how much that is in US dollars? That's ridiculous. It's over $100 US to get the Mouse Tank, to get this legendary camo and a bunch of other stuff as well. It's not worth it. Anyone who says this is worth it has completely and utterly lost their marbles. I've made a review of this tank when it first came out. And let me tell you, when this tank first came out, I would say it was borderline broken because of the gun and I guess the armor and mobility to some extent at Tier 9. It was a very, very good tank. This was part of the Deadmau5 event that was in Blitz many months ago. We'd had the really annoying and repetitive Deadmau5 music. Yeah, you remember that? Every time I made a video and it'll be in the background, it got copyrighted. So, thank you, Wargaming. $160. That is, it's insane. For one tank. For one freaking tank. It's not even a Tier 10. It's a freaking Tier 9 tank. And it's the first time they're technically selling it. Even though the first time it came out, it wasn't for sale outright, but no. It wasn't for sale outright. You paid $14 Australian, which equated to about $10 US, to get the Battle Pass for the Mouse Tank event, and you managed to get the tank pretty easily for $14 Australian, which was about $10 US at the time. So for $10 US or $14 Australian, you got this tank, plus a bunch of the attachments, plus the player backgrounds, plus the camouflages for your tanks, plus a bunch of the collectibles for $14. All you needed to do was grind your missions every single day, which was pretty damn easy because we still had plenty of time to complete the event even after we got the tank. If you did your missions every day. It wasn't hard. You just played the game as you normally would, enjoy it, playing game modes, and boom, Bob's your uncle. You had enough of the currency to get the tank for $14 bloody dollars. As the Aussies say, 14 bloody dollaroos. $14 as they say. My point is, they sold the tank, like the battle pass of the tank, for $14 Australian or $10 US. Or £10 or £9, whatever it was. It was dirt cheap for a very, very, very good borderline broken Tier 9 collector medium tank, which had really cool design and a cool animation. And yet, they have decided to bring the tank back and sell it outright with a bunch of the, let's be real here, useless items for $160. Now, if you just wanted the tank on its own, with the nine equipment slots and the one garage slot, it's going to put you back $90. $90! $90, that's insane. So, again, if you just want the tank outright, it's for $90. It's ridiculous. So, I don't know. It's absolutely... I honestly do not understand Wargaming's marketing strategy here. Like, don't get me wrong. As I said, the tank is really nice. It's a pretty decent tank. It's still really, really good, even in this current meta with the other tanks that are currently, available. 225 millimeters on the front of the turret, 128 millimeters on the side, 65 on the rear, 80 mils on the hull. It's pretty nicely well angled. You have tracer shells, which is very, very nice. Now, obviously, you can option to have the single shot 110 millimeter gun, which has a 2.7 second aim time, 0.264 dispersion, obviously because I'm running this with, all my equipment on this tank, with a refined gun and with gun laying drive. 2700 DPM, 8.14 second reload, 229 mils of AP pen, heat is 291, and high explosive is 60. You're doing 374 alpha damage per shot, and 472 on your HE. You're very likely going to do about 400 damage per shot, which is very, very nice at T9 with 7 degrees of gun depression. Now, of course, if you use the, the technically auto reloader, the 110 millimeter gun, you have a burst shell. I believe it's 2 or 3. Yeah, 3 shells per shot. So when you fire that shot, it shoots 3 shells instead of 1. So it's kind of like the Annihilator. You have a 10-second reload on that one, 2500 DPM, 0.23 seconds is the shot between each of those shells. You have slightly more pen at 233 millimeters of AP pen, 291 is your heat, so same on your heat, but you have 160 alpha damage per shot. So per those 3 shots, if you do the calculations, you're doing about 600 alpha damage per shot, which is pretty impressive, and 7 degrees of gun depression. Now, in terms of mobility, it's 50 kilometers per hour top speed, which is very, very nice, an average speed of 34 kilometers per hour. So again, a very nice tank, very decent in terms of, the mobility in that. Very, very nice gun, pretty damn good, very accurate, very fun to play, especially with the 3-shot gun. My point is, this tank was available for $14 Australian a few months ago. Not many months ago, but quite a few months ago now. I believe it's like 4 months now. 4 or 5 months maybe. 4 months, 5 months. This tank has been out. It was $14. And all you need to do was just grind the bloody thing. That's all you had to do. Grind the event and you would have got the tank and a bunch of the other stuff that they're selling right now in the store. It's insane. $160. That's crazy. And if you just want the legendary camouflage, just the legendary camouflage on its own, it's $31 Australian. You could buy Silksong, the whole entire game, Silksong, for less money. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And it's just hilarious to me that Wargaming think this is a good marketing strategy. What are you thinking? Honest to God, you could buy the Badger, a tier 10 tank, the Badger, with 2 of its legendary camouflages and a garage slot for $55. I mean, to be fair, it's still expensive, but you could buy it for a fraction of the price of the mouse tank. And it's a tier 10. It's insane. Oh, dearie me, Cleveland. And you can get the VK90. You can get the VK90 for 16,500 gold. It's a no-brainer. There's other tanks in the store, tier 10 tanks you can buy that are so much more cheaper. And this is for gold. This is a much better tank. It's a tier 10. No-brainer. Just go for this. Honestly. Just don't understand. Honest to God, I don't know what Wargaming's smoking. It's funny. I want some of it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, look after yourselves. Look after your friends and family. Peace in the Middle East, everyone else in this beautiful world. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one. I'd love to know what you have to say about this. This is ridiculous. The amount of people that have, pinged me about this and asked me what I thought about this. And I just think it's just ridiculous. Honestly, it's just ridiculous. I mean, anyway, I'd love to know your thoughts down below. So, just love to know your thoughts. So I can pass this on to Wargaming as feedback. Just be like, hey man, look, I know you guys need to cut your losses from Reforge, but god damn, that's a lot of money for this one tank. Anyway, all right. Peace out, guys. Love you all, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.